Hi guys, it is the 1st of May. I have been recording a vlog, which I'm not going to post. Yeah, it's just all over the place. But I just wanted to say Happy New Month. And I wanted to tell you guys about my monthly faves. I already told you guys what books I was reading last month. The only thing I never managed to finish reading was the Athol Fugard play. I don't know, I never got to it. It wasn't on my desk, it was just in another room, and I just never got around to reading it. But the books I'm reading this month, so far I've started with The Soft Life by Lebohang Masango. This book feels like, okay, I'm already just in the intro, right? But it feels like what journalism is supposed to be like. Obviously this is a long form of a very thought out thoughts. She like saw The Soft Life and dissected it from obviously the introduction and what I've read. And I was like, why isn't journalism like this? Because when I was reading this, I was like, this is such a, I mean, I thought of it, but I never went surface. I was at surface level with the information that I've been consuming on social media via the Blessy and Blesser culture, politics, the money, and the corruption in our country. But I never like deeped it the way she did. And I was like, well, obviously she did the research and wrote the book. But I was like, I wish journalism in South Africa was like what is happening in this book and how thorough she is with her research and the critical thinking is not a thing anymore. And I thought about, I don't know if you guys know about that story as Neem Flongo when she was stopped and pulled over by the cops. And then one journalist just took that story, like what we do on social media, social commentary, and went about it and put it on a professional platform as something that he felt, I think it was a guy, who felt like it was newsworthy. And I was like, that's crazy business that you took that, went to City Press or whatever. I forgot what newspaper um, ran the story. And then they said, yeah, that's it. I'm like, you're just getting paid for what people do on a day to day, just bashing people without having had found like a full context of any story or info. I thought that was so crazy. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. Mara, you babes, when you know oh, like every time I'm with my phone literally as I'm reading. I'm like, okay, pronunciation. What does it mean? That's me, like the whole time as I'm reading this book. I hope this mic is connected. So, and another book is this one. I also got this from library. I got The Soft Life as well from the library. Everything I Know About Love. I can't wait to get into this. Ideally, I want to be done with this book. What's the date today? It's the 1st. Second, on the 3rd, I want to be done because these books have to go back on the 6th. So I started today. Hopefully by the 6th, I will be done with this one because, oh damn, nonfiction. Shit. Otherwise, I could just call the library um, and just notify them that I'll bring the book at a much later date. That's my books for April. I did manage to read 3 books in April. I did manage to finish 3 books in a month. I'm so excited.
I feel like I'm at war with myself. I am not fully embodying the person I am becoming. It feels like I want to fulfill parts of an old self that don't match with the person I am meant to be it in relationships, places, and people. There's a resistance in fully having an immersive experience with the new self, and I want to experience that. I want to let go of the old self, like be in a conscious practice to release me from what was to what is becoming. I no longer wish to dabble in the different worlds. Reflecting on April, I sense there's a lot of grief, and I wish I could spend that energy on just being and allow myself to basically adjust to the new self. And I think what has made it not difficult but has slowed down the transition is the thought of maybe being rejected, because obviously I had presented as a certain person my whole life, and then when I am now embodying something that other people are not familiar with, I just felt like maybe I'll be faced with rejection. And I came to the conclusion, so I'm not going to live for other people and what's going to make other people happy. I'm just going to immerse myself in this moment.
So, part of my mornings, I want to cultivate like a really good morning routine. And that would be like walking every single morning. In April, I walked every single day. Maybe for 2 days I didn't walk, but maybe because it was raining or something, and I probably skipped or went to the gym. So I want to walk my mornings. I want to spend my mornings walking. I can walk every day, 10K steps. I want to drink tea, journal, like ease into the morning and not have this. Sometimes my mornings are intense, like I'm just like buzzing. And I just want to emulate what I envision my future self to be and the way they live. And part of that, um, what I want to cultivate for my mornings is to read a Substack. There's this Substack that I read from Caitlin, and the title for today's one is called Media Consumptions, Article, Video, Essay, Podcast to Make You Smarter. I think this one's just a different one that is obviously going to talk about what the title is. And yeah, I just want to become the person who like takes it in. Real care is quiet, not performative. It is not something you buy. Maybe it's reading something in this smooth, open. In a world where everything feels stretched. So for the month of May, I wanted to speak on trust. I don't know if you have that, but I've realized that how I grew my confidence in myself was that I practiced like having trust in myself by doing things and committing to my word and sticking to my word. If I say I do not want to engage this person, I do not do this anymore, I do not engage, whatever, I stick to it. Because the only way you can have confidence and trust in yourself is if you keep your word to yourself. So that's what I want to like highlight in this month, like to really, really genuinely like hone in on that. The things like the April, I said to myself, when I was walking every day in April, and no matter how tired I was, no matter how late I woke up, I still did my morning steps. So to build trust in yourself is to constantly be in pursuit of the things you say you're going to do. Like if you're going to say that today I'm walking every day, that's not do it. Be it that it's raining. If it's raining, go walk in the gym. If it's because you don't have this gym membership, walk in your neighborhood with an umbrella. Walk, no matter how crazy you look. Yeah, just then that builds so much trust. Like I bought this mug in April. How pretty. I hope you guys are still recording. Journal. This is my first journal. 2021. Oh yeah, I did put stickers on it. This is 2021. Like this is when everything changed for me. Like yeah, I changed. Like as a person. Why is it saying 2021 but there's a journal entry from 2020 here? Oh no, it's 2021. This one's falling apart. I need to go back to skating. Anyway, there's another journal entry. This one is from 2024. This one a guy bought for me. Isn't this sweet? He had bought me a journal with my name. And he said thank you. He was just thankful for being able to have the opportunity to experience me. And that is romantic. I think access is very important. And people give it so freely. It's not like it's because you invest so much in yourself. It's crazy how a lot of people just give any and everything access to themselves. When you spend so much time pouring into yourself, it's crazy that you would do that. Anyway, this is not a, I don't know if this one's a journal. This was like a planner. So this wasn't a journal. I remember, did Sanila buy me this one or this one? I remember a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, bought me this. This one was like a lot of planning. Actually, I should go through this and see what was going through my mind. This was before COVID. This would be a nice thing to like look into. For like inspiration of who Punza was prior, like depression and when you were younger and you were dreaming big. This would be a nice thing to look into. It's a birthday card I got from my friend Norma a long time ago. Happy birthday, Punza. Oh, this is a letter I wrote to myself. Let me read this. Happy birthday, beautiful. I am so happy we are here. I don't know from which year. Oh, I think I wrote this when I started therapy. Was this therapy? I am so happy we are here. Before we go any further, I'd just like to look back a bit. It is currently the 27th of September 2021, and you're going through the most intense form of self-healing journey known to you. A journey of self-love, a self-acceptance. You have spent most of your days alone, learning, connecting with your inner child. I know healing is not linear, but I hope you are in the company of the people who care for you, for your mental health, people who see you for who you are, a community that loves you. Isn't it crazy that earlier on I spoke about how I have community, like that I am so loved deeply, and even when they don't know it, my community is constantly pouring and loving me. I'm like, oh my god. I hope you've learned to forgive yourself for when you have hurt people. When you have hurt people, most importantly, to forgive yourself for not choosing yourself. You're so deserving of the love you give yourself. Yes, I do give myself a lot of love. And how has the solo dates been coming along? 2021, that's crazy, because in 2024 I spent a lot of time alone. I was doing concerts alone, doing solo dates. That's when I did the artist. You know what's that thing? The artist way. I did the artist way, and obviously, no, the artist. Yeah, it is the artist way. It encouraged me to do solo dates, artist dates. So when I did a lot of things, I can't believe in 2021 I was already foreshadowing that I would be the kind of person to do this. But yeah, I'm not kind of doing that in life, writing solo. Are you still respecting your boundaries? Yes. Have you passed the celibacy time? Yes, I had the time. But now I'm celibate again. Because we are working on trust. Didn't I just speak about trust and trusting yourself? That's just been my jam for the longest time. Let me see if we're still recording. Okay, yeah, we're still recording. I don't know if you guys can see me though. Just see me though. I'm battling with not self-control and always exercise how the people I am. Yeah, I'm still keeping on. I have worked on boundaries, myself. All of this that things are hospitals speaking about. We need to write a letter. But in all, I'm just checking in on you. I love you so much. Garden. God has anointed you for the place of love. Bag, bask in it, love. I love you, Bonzama. Oh, I'm so sweet. I'm so sweet. I have such a beautiful relationship with myself.